Geeta Misita, having just gathered her mishmash of oddities for the journey, was ready to board the flight to the Bahamas. Her husband Prakash, bless his mild-mannered soul, was quietly suffocating under the weight of their combined luggage, which, to no one's surprise, was entirely packed with things like Geeta's pajamas, her moth-eaten balaclava, turmeric powder, for health, Padma insisted, and half a dozen jars of coconut oil. No swimsuits, no sunscreen, but plenty of snacks and traditional remedies, which, as far as Geeta was concerned, would serve her better than any tourist stuff. Prakash, I've got everything we need, Geeta said confidently, as they stood at the check-in counter. I'm not sure what exactly we need, Geeta, but I'm fairly certain we don't need a month's worth of dhal, Prakash said, struggling with the heavy suitcase that seemed to defy all logic and weight limits. It's called preparedness, Prakash, Geeta replied. You never know when you'll need a good curry. Meanwhile, Padma, her mother-in-law, was already wandering through the airport, asking the security guard if they had a special prayer room for ancestral blessings before taking her flight. She was, of course, convinced that any delay was clearly a sign from the universe and needed to be addressed with some holy chants. And just to ensure no one missed her presence, she made a habit of loudly speaking about the goodness of tea and how it could help you avoid jet lag. After about 3 hours of security checks, customs, and an incredibly awkward moment where Geeta had to explain why she was bringing what appeared to be an entire spice shop on the plane, they were finally ready to board. Well, at least it can't get worse, Prakash thought to himself, breathing a sigh of relief as they walked toward the gate. But then, disaster struck. The flight was delayed. It's just the universe testing my patience, Padma said, with a completely serious tone, while Geeta was already making herself comfortable on the floor, spreading out her blanket and taking a quick nap in her pajamas. The airport staff looked at her with a mix of concern and curiosity, unsure whether she was part of some avant-garde performance art or if she was truly the only person in the world who would think it was appropriate to nap in pajamas and a moth-eaten balaclava in public. Prakash, who had already started scrolling through his phone in desperation, suddenly stopped. Wait, Geeta, did you check the passports? Geeta froze. Oh no, no. Well, we should have checked before we left the house, shouldn't we? Prakash replied, looking like he might need a sedative. Geeta, ever the optimist, pulled out her phone to show him a video of her spirited conversation with the flight attendant about how to really enjoy a tropical vacation. But Prakash, who was now hyperventilating, grabbed her phone, checked the passport details, and his heart sunk. We don't have my mother's passport, Prakash said, voice cracking. We can't board without it. Padma, overhearing this, went into full panic mode. You did not forget my passport? How will I be able to do my temple visits in the Bahamas without it? Geeta, of course, was unbothered. Don't worry, Prakash. This is nothing. We will figure it out. Just as panic was beginning to spiral into chaos, the announcement blared overhead. Ladies and gentlemen, your flight to the Bahamas is now ready for boarding. Geeta jumped up, as if nothing had happened, and waltzed toward the gate like she was already vacationing. See? Problem solved. Now let's go. We've got beaches to conquer. After a rushed exchange at the gate, frantic phone calls, and a near miss at the check-in counter, the Misita family was finally on the plane, barely in time, and still only half prepared. Inside the plane, it only got more chaotic. Padma immediately began blessing the airplane, loudly chanting Om Namah Shivaya as the seatbelt sign blinked off, much to the horror of the passengers around her. Meanwhile, Geeta took a seat by the window and announced that she was trying to align her chakras for the best vacation vibes, all while sipping on a bottle of coconut water she insisted was essential. Prakash, holding on to whatever calm he had left, put on his noise cancelling headphones, sighed, and leaned back. But then, there was Geeta again, loudly announcing, "Isn't the universe a beautiful thing? I feel the Bahamas calling me already." Padma, who had been contemplating the spiritual energy of the sky, turned to Prakash and whispered, "Don't forget your turmeric. It'll help with the airplane's energy imbalance." Prakash could only nod. He'd given up. And as the plane finally soared toward the tropical paradise that was the Bahamas, the Misita family prepared themselves for the inevitable mayhem that awaited them there. The people of the Bahamas, after all, had no idea what was about to hit them. The Misitas were on their way to the Bahamas, and things were bound to get even more ridiculous. Stay tuned. Times, if you have enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like, share, and subscribe buttons to stay updated with more content. Times, this content has been adapted from the powerful features of Polyspeaks for You, South Africa's leading accessibility software. Learn more at www.polyspeaks4u.co.za. We invite you to support this meaningful dyslexic initiative, crafted and developed by an individual who personally understands the challenges of dyslexia.